I have covered protests for years, but I was not prepared for what I saw in Delhi on the 20th of July. The size of the crowd, the police deployment, the student groups from across the country, and then the confrontation. This video is a record of what unfolded on the ground from where I was standing. 20th July 2026 may well be remembered as the day the CJP protest became impossible to ignore. Barricading and heavy deployment of police and the rapid action force was in place right from the outer circle at the point where Parliament Street begins. Protesters and those trying to make videos could be seen on the roads from that point itself. A police bus was parked just outside the protest venue, but it was occupied by protesters. Slogans were displayed in more creative ways than one could imagine. These slogans on sanitary pads, for example. Some were waving the tricolour. Just then, there was an announcement from the stage. The government had conveyed the willingness to talk. People were listening intently. The 3-century-old Jantar Mantar stood a silent witness. Nearby, barricades lay toppled on the road. A smashed car with a piece of paper on its windshield saying the administration had planted it to malign the movement. Back on Parliament Street, a group of people started chasing out a journalist from a Punjab-based Hindi newspaper, calling him Godi Media and a pig. The road ahead was chock-a-block with protesters. They were camping on the road and even atop parked buses. Some had even climbed up the trees to listen to someone's speech. It was the Bhim Army's Chandrasekhar Azad, Member of Parliament from Nagina in Uttar Pradesh. Some were chatting about having attempted to forcibly move past the barricades only to face police lathis. On the adjacent Jai Singh Marg, Sardar Patel's mural on the Delhi Police Headquarters was keeping a watch. Protesters had assembled at the Patel Chowk roundabout, surrounded by Delhi Police, CRPF and Rapid Action Force personnel. Around 1:30 p.m., it looked like police allowed protesters to move further ahead on Parliament Street towards the old Parliament building. They started marching, employees of the Reserve Bank of India watching from the sidelines. The crowd was stopped outside the All India Radio building, barely 500 meters from the old Parliament building. All India Radio staff were also watching from inside the campus. And then suddenly, Lathicharge. Officers and constables swung their lathis and batons at running protesters. Congress MP and former Union Minister Renuka Chaudhary took on one such policeman and stopped him briefly. Down with Delhi Police, the protesters chanted. And then another round of Lathicharge. A cop could be heard shouting, "Get out from here." Police had made it clear nobody would be allowed to move ahead from this point. But the protesters were in no mood to leave. It started to rain, but they did not stop. Thousands were still present and more were coming in. The protest had become impossible to ignore. Whether you support the Cockroach Janata Party's demands or oppose them, one fact is difficult to dispute. 20th July was unlike the protests that came before it. 20th July 2026 marked the moment when weeks of demonstrations, unanswered appeals, and growing public mobilization converged into one day that reshaped the political conversation. What happens next depends not only on the protesters but also on the way government chooses to respond. Now, I wanted to share with you that I drove for over 100 kilometers, walked for over 3 hours, and barely escaped getting lathicharged and tear gas only to get this report for you. So if you found something worthwhile in this video, then please strengthen my hands by liking and sharing this video and subscribing to the channel. And I'm always eager to have conversations with you. So please leave your comments below the video and let's talk. I'm Charu Karthike and you're watching In Context.